Welcome back to another reality recap. Are you guys ready to talk about 1,000 Pound Sisters and 1,000 Pound Best Friends? Let's start with 1,000 Pound Sisters, Season 6, Episode 8. So Amanda finally moves to Florida. Tammy does not say goodbye. Amanda says she's going to begin a brand new chapter. She's leaving all the toxicity and trauma behind, and she is never moving back to Kentucky. I mean, she's going to come and visit, but she's never going to move back or live there.
I can't wait to get out of here. I appreciate all y'all's help and everybody showing up, but I'm ready to go.
Tammy, Amy, and Brittany go see a travel agent to get some advice and some tips for their upcoming travel. They are very nervous because it's their very first time going abroad. So they want to prepare themselves. They want to know everything that they can before they go to a foreign country. I laughed my ass off when she asked her if she would need a translator. She's like, do we need a translator? And Amy was like, bitch, they speak English. Like they do have an accent, but they do speak English. I mean, okay, to be fair, there are some British accents that I cannot understand.
Translators.
What's that?
Is it going to be hard for us to understand what they're saying?
No, they all speak
just
English.
Like Tammy asked if we need translators, and me and Brittany looked at her like, they speak English.
They learn that they have to watch out for pickpocketers. And also, Europe is a ton of walking. There's a lot of steep, tiny steps, and it has a lot of cobblestone. And she also casually tells him that her friend, when she and her friend went to London for the very first time, her friend got hit by a car. She was like, oh yeah, and I just want to tell you girls that my friend, her first time in London, she got hit by a car. And Tammy and Amy are like, okay, so what? We're just gonna get pickpocketed and run over when we go there? I mean, can these bitches run that fast? I mean, I couldn't. When I was because I did a trip to London and Paris because they have like a bullet train that you go on for about 2 hours and it takes you straight to Paris. And I think it was in Paris where they don't have pedestrian walking signal lights. Now, I don't know if it's changed because it's been about like 5-6 years since we've been, but we had such a hard time crossing the street because cars would just zoom on by. And then we learned that pedestrians have the right of way. So we just have to go and the cars will have to stop or slow down. And we were freaking out. We kept trying to go and then we would see a car and then we would run back and it would just be back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then we would finally go when it was clear. And y'all, I was sweating so much. I was not prepared for that at all. I was a sweaty beast. And when you're a big girly who sweats like me, you need to make sure you smell good because people remember how you smell, whether it's good or bad. Like, think about it. Have you ever smelled a scent and it instantly reminded you of someone? For me, it's baby powder. It reminds me immediately of my grandmother because she used to wear this powder foundation that smelled like it. So every single time I smell something similar to baby powder, it reminds me of my grandma. So I've been on a journey to find my own signature scent and I like a little nice rotation. I don't know if it's the ADH in me, but I like to switch things up, keep it fun, keep it fresh. So I want to share the 4 new scents that I found this month with Scentbird. My very first favorite is Gucci Bloom. This is my favorite out of the 4 that I got. It's light, it's floral. I love how it's not overpowering and honestly, it just smells expensive. I'm definitely going to be wearing this one during the winter season and I'm probably going to rotate it with my next favorite, Juicy Couture, Viva La Juicy. Now this one's great because it's completely different from the Gucci Bloom. This one is fruity, very fruity. It's bright and then it has a touch of warmth from the vanilla and caramel. Like it just smells so delicious. The third one is the Maker Dream and I like it, but I don't love it. It smells very sweet, like a dessert. So if you love vanilla cupcakes and chocolate cake and cinnamon, you're gonna love it. The last one is Steve Madden Goldie. And this is not for me. No. It has Italian bergamot, jasmine, sandalwood, and amberwood, and it smells a lot like coconuts to me, and I cannot stand the smell of coconuts, so it's not for me, but my friend loves coconuts, so I'm going to give this one to her. I've been having so much fun experimenting with different fragrances, and Scentbird is perfect for this because of its affordability and flexibility. You're going to get your first fragrance for just $8, and then your next month's will be only $16.95. And something I learned with scents is you have to really wear them to figure out if it's right for you or not. Scentbird has over 700 fragrances available to choose from, and you can change them and switch them out every single month so that you can find your own signature scent while saving money and saving time, because these perfumes get delivered right to your door. If you want to try out Scentbird, you can scan this QR code or click the link below and use code mythoughts55 off to get 55% off your first month. Again, mythoughts55 off to get your first box for just $8. And thank you, Scentbird, for sponsoring this video. Now, Chris and Tammy go back to the plastic surgeon to see if they'll get approved for skin removal surgery, because remember, Chris had a weight loss goal of, I think, 20 pounds. Chris met his goal weight and got approved. Yay! Go, Chris. It's your birthday. Go party like it's your birthday. So proud of Chris, and he was so happy. Brittany was crying happy tears. And now it's Tammy's turn. So the doctor wants to look at her belly, her legs, and that area, you know, the midsection. And she must have not allowed cameras to film this, which I totally understand. I would have done the same thing. I would have been like, get out. But we hear their consult, and she gets through it, and the doctor confirms that she has so much loose skin all over her body. And this is going to take multiple surgeries with multiple surgeons, and he's just not going to be able to handle it. He has a very small team of doctors, and they just can't handle her case.
I'm capable of removing 10, 15 pounds of skin, but your situation, I think, is going to take more effort than I anticipated. I think you're going to need multiple surgeons that can work on you at one time. The more hands that are capable that they have on you, the quicker they can get it done, the better it'll recover. She's going to need a major institution that has a team of experts to get her operation done.
And that must have sucked to hear. You can just see she's disappointed again. She's upset. And can we talk about how I feel like, and I don't know, maybe this is an unpopular opinion. A lot of you guys might disagree with it, but I think people are very hard on Tammy. Like every single time she gets a little upset or disappointed, people are so quick to say, oh, Tammy didn't change. See, she still has a nasty attitude. But like, come on, is this girl not allowed to get upset? Is she not allowed to be disappointed? I mean, a rejection is very hard to hear, and I thought she handled the news pretty well. Now it's finally time for London. Once Amy realizes it's actually happening, like she is about to fly out tomorrow, she gets so emotional. She starts crying because she cannot believe this is happening. This was once a dream. She's always wanted to go to London, and she never thought it was possible. So that's really exciting. I cannot wait to watch the next episode to see them all in London. Now let's move on to 1,000-Pound Best Friends. This is season 3, episode 6. Vanessa's home after surgery, and her sister is helping take care of her, and she's still in pain. By the way, thank you guys for sharing your surgery experiences. After I read all of them, I definitely told myself I do not want it. Like, there's no way, because you guys all confirmed that it is so painful and that the painkillers don't get rid of all the pain. It helps, but you still feel some of it. So I'm thinking immediate no, thank you. But then Vanessa said that after 10 days, she was feeling so much better. Like each day got a little bit better and better. So if it's 10 days of pain and suffering, I might be able to do it, but I really don't know. Let me just focus on the weight loss first, because I've been trying to lose weight for the last 20 years. And I still, like ever since I was like like 12, I've been trying to lose weight. So anyway, Vanessa's really excited because she can finally look down and see her coochie coo, and she's ready for some dick.
Since I woke up and looked down and saw that I actually do have a vagina, happiest woman alive. I can't stop touching it. I can't stop looking at it. It's very aesthetically pleasing.
And she's a very schmexual person. So like even when she was 400 or 500 pounds, she didn't care. She still had schmex, and nothing's going to stop her now. Nothing. Betsy May is gone. So the girlies visit Vanessa, and I really want to know who pays for these surgeries, the weight loss surgeries and the skin removal surgeries. Is it the show? Is it TLC? That would be effing amazing. Everyone sees her and they're like, oh my God, you look great. And Vanessa's so excited. She pulls down her shirt and shows everybody her new teats. And she's like, oh my God, they're not drooping down to my knees anymore.
I want to see them. Show
Oh
them
my
Genesis.
God. And when I go braless, they don't fall. Are you serious? Wow. Look, they just sit there.
I'm just not comfortable with myself where I could just pull down my shirt, even if it's my sister's. I can't just pull them down and be like, look at my tits. Like, it's just not me. I wish I could, but... Next is the weight loss support group. Megan walks in with a bunch of pictures she found on the internet, and they're old pictures of Daddy Proctor when he used to model. And Megan is drooling over them. But if you look at the pictures, he looks like he's in high school. He looks like a teenage boy. I can't believe she was drooling over those pictures. I was like, ew.
These will be on my fridge. I'm not through looking, though. I'm hoping to find an underwear ad.
I'm sorry, but I think Dr. Proctor looks hot now. Like, he is my type. I like older men because hashtag daddy issues, but I just think he's so handsome. In the weight loss support group, they all share their non-scale victories. And this woman, we don't know who she is, but she was talking about how she can now put on makeup. She enjoys getting ready. And then Tina shares that she's already off her blood pressure medication, which is like, how much weight did she lose? Did she say? Because I can't remember, but I thought that was crazy fast. But she is going through some major depression because she can't do the thing that used to bring her joy, that she literally woke up every single day excited for, and it's to eat, and she can't do it anymore. So she feels lost. She feels empty. She's not happy. Megan shares that she's able to fit into a strapless bra, and then she pulls down the top of her dress to show everyone her bra. I'm like, oh my God, what is up with everybody just pulling out their teats? Scott starts talking and Tina gets annoyed because she feels like he acts like a know-it-all and he acts like everything's good when she knows he's struggling. So I don't know, I guess he's all talk. And it just kind of seems like everyone is a little annoyed at Scott, like he's the annoying little brother.
One thing about Scott is he loves to talk about how surgery is going to be, how my surgery is, and what I should be eating. And he thinks he's an expert, and it irritates me.
Ashley goes to a fertility clinic and she's about to turn 39. Remember, she really wants to be a mother. According to this new doctor, this was her last doctor. According to the last doctor she saw, she needed to lose 100 more pounds before considering pregnancy. She went to get another opinion. I don't know if it was a different kind of doctor, but this doctor does an ultrasound to get a good look at her, and she found 4 follicles. Eggs, follicles, are they the same thing? I don't know. I'm not sure, but she's on the lower end, but it's not impossible. It's definitely possible for her to get pregnant. When she went over all the risks that an obese woman faces during pregnancy, wow, there were a lot.
So women who are obese, there are risks to the baby, there are risks to the mother too. High blood pressure during pregnancy, diabetes during pregnancy. Actually, you want to pursue fertility treatment. Affects the response to medicine, affects the quality of the egg, and also affects the ability to get pregnant.
The doctor also tells her that the chances of a natural pregnancy at her age with her weight is about 8 to 10%. Damn, that's effing low. So she's going to most likely need fertility treatments and help. And she looks so sad and disappointed and discouraged. And that's got to be heartbreaking. My heart goes out to her, knowing how much she wants to be a mother.
I'm really nervous that my wish of actually carrying a child and delivering a child might not happen.
Megan goes over Scott's house to help him with his diet because he really struggles when it comes to food. So he gave her permission, well, reluctantly, but he did give her permission to clean out his fridge and throw out all the things that she doesn't feel like it's good to have. His mom is there and she immediately outs him and tells her to get rid of all the string cheese because he has an issue with string cheese. He cannot stop. Once he starts, he unwraps one, shoves it into his mouth, and then throws the wrapper behind the couch. First of all, why is he throwing anything behind the couch? Like, go throw it out in the garbage. But then we learn that was his way of hiding it. Then he learns that his mom actually knows all of his hiding spots. It's behind the sofa, it's in this bottom cabinet drawer, and in between the sofa cushions. So Megan walks over to the cabinet, she opens up one of the drawers, and all these string cheese wrappers fall out. And then she opens up another drawer, more string cheese wrappers. Like, oh my God, he really does have a problem.
Oh my God, I am here to clean out the fridge And what did I find? Cheese sticks.
Oh my God.
Listen, as someone who struggled with binge eating disorder for about 7 to 8 years while I lived with my parents, I get it. I used to hide food all the time. I used to hide the evidence, get rid of it. But I was way better at hiding it. And I lived in a smaller house than he did. Like, my parents' house is teeny tiny. And, well, why would he throw it in the living room where they share? I used to get rid of my evidence in my room. Like, I would put it under my bed. I would put it in my closet, in my clothing drawer where, like, my mom doesn't really look. So it's so funny to know that he just threw it behind the sofa that he and his mom share. Megan advises him to temporarily get rid of string cheese, to cut it off because he's addicted to it. It's a trigger food, meaning once he starts, he can't stop. And I totally get it. I used to have those. Mine was sour cream and onion chips with white cheddar popcorn and peanut M&Ms. Like, I could not stop once I opened up a bag of those. And I would have it like every single night. And I didn't get sick of it. It's crazy. I don't know how I ate it. So anyway, she goes through his fridge and he bought 2 new bags of string cheese that he kind of hid in there. And his mom found it. And she was like, you need to throw this away. And he doesn't want to. He wants to finish it one last time before his diet really starts. And Megan's like, no, you got to get rid of it now. As annoying as Scott is, I understand what he's going through because I went through it too. But I do think it's funny that out of all the food that you could love, string cheese, I would choose chocolate or like pizza. String cheese. Next, we see Vanessa go to her post-op appointment, and she says even though Betsy May is not there anymore, she still feels her, like literally feels her. And that's so crazy. The doctor's like, yeah, that's normal. It's going to take some time for the nerves to get used to the new body. I gotta say, I love Vanessa's confidence. I love her energy, and she was always this way. Like, if you guys watch season 1 and season 2 and her season of Too Large, even before her weight loss, she was in a string bikini with her coochie out, running around, like all confident. I just always loved her confidence and her energy. Now, unfortunately, this is not her last surgery. She plans to have a few more because there's still more skin to remove. The doctor tells her to get on the scale. She gets on. She weighs under 200 pounds. She is 90 pound. She is 195 pounds, baby. Okay, I just want to say this. I don't know if it's out of pocket, but I say this with peace and love because this is a makeover show, right? Like, it is kind of a makeover. They're getting their weight removed. They're getting their skin removed. And she talked about wanting her hair done. Can someone hook her up with a dentist? I mean, of course, if she wants to. She hasn't really mentioned her teeth, but they would look so good if she just got them fixed. I just think that would be the icing on the cake. Scott sees Vanessa for the very first time since Betsy May's death. He's like, oh my God, you look so amazing. Guess what? I want to go on a trip with you and the girlies. And she's like, oh God, the last time we went on a trip, there were fights. But they're hoping for the best. Now they're clothes shopping. It's a fantastic experience for Vanessa. She is able to fit into all these clothes that she could never fit into before. But it's not so fun for Scott. And this brought me back to when I would go clothes shopping with my friends and they'd look so amazing and so good in everything. Everything would fit them and nothing would fit me. And I'd have to pretend like I just didn't find anything that I liked. But internally, I was crushed and I was sad, but I just had to fake a smile. And that's what Scott was going through. Now, it's finally time to find out if Scott lost enough weight for weight loss surgery. He needs to have lost 15 more pounds since his last visit, so he steps on the scale, and the episode ends right there. So I don't know if he got approved or denied, so I'm going to watch the most recent episode, and I'll have that episode recap up by Sunday or Monday the latest. And guess what? I'm finally cooking my steak. So I'll include a mini update in the next recap, maybe like a little snippet of me cooking the actual steak. Cross your fingers. I hope I don't set off my fire alarms. So please wish me luck. And that's it for the video. Don't forget to check out Scentbird and use code mythoughts55 off to get 55% off your first month. And I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.